Picture this: once you uncover these insights, you'll suddenly realize you've been undermining your own worth without even noticing. From this moment forward, you won't be able to ignore it, whether in your own behavior or in how she responds. These are the 9 habits that savvy men steer clear of. Master them, and you won't just decode women, you'll gain the advantage. So settle in, silence those distractions, because if you stick with this video until the end, you'll never feel the urge to pursue endlessly again. Oh, and before we dive deeper, I've got a treat for you. A complimentary ebook, The Female Mind Control Handbook, unveiling the subtle secrets to making any woman irresistibly drawn to you. Grab it now, link in the description or pinned comment. Let's get started. 1. Avoid over-explaining yourself. If you catch yourself justifying every step, every delayed text, or every choice, hit pause. Wise men don't over-elaborate. They speak with clarity but never feel the need to defend their every breath. When a woman asks, "Why didn't you reply right away?" a man of high value doesn't spiral into a lengthy excuse. He offers a calm response, or sometimes silence. Why? Because excessive explanations reek of insecurity, signaling you're fishing for her approval. Once she picks up on that, you've surrendered the power dynamic. True confidence doesn't plead for understanding. It lets your demeanor do the talking. If she respects you, she won't demand a detailed rundown. If she doesn't, no amount of words will change that. Keep in mind, mystery fuels attraction, clarity builds trust, but over-explaining destroys both. State your piece with conviction, then let it rest. 2. Never chase after her. There's a fine line between pursuit and desperation. Pursuit is focused effort with purpose. Chasing is frantic energy with no grip. The moment you start bending over backwards to win her over, texting excessively or showering her with unearned attention, you're chasing and she can sense it. Women naturally test, not out of malice, but as an instinct. They want to see if you hold your ground or crumble when they step back. Does a delayed reply from her prompt a second text from you? Does her "I'm busy" lead you to plead for another chance? Each time you chase, you train her to value you less. Smart men lead the way. They pursue when the vibe is mutual, but if it's not, they step back with ease, knowing a woman who wants you will make it clear. If she doesn't, that's your cue. 3. Don't spill your entire life story too soon. You meet her, the connection flows, and before you know it, you're sharing your childhood tales, past relationships, dreams, and fears, all within a week. It might feel profound, but it's a risky move. Wise men recognize that intimacy is a gradual dance, not a sudden spotlight. You don't lay your soul bare hoping she'll be impressed. Reveal yourself strategically, piece by piece, with intention. Let her earn the privilege of your story. Why? Oversharing early can turn a potential bond into an uncomfortable burden. Give her room to wonder, to ask, to draw closer. The slower you unveil yourself, the more precious your narrative becomes. 4. Resist the urge to fix her. She's moody, inconsistent, or caught in self-destructive patterns, and your instinct kicks in to save her, to be the one who sets her right. Hold off. Savvy men don't play the role of therapist. They offer support, not solutions. Trying to fix a woman, especially early on, shifts you into a parental role, which dims attraction. It also burdens you with problems that aren't yours to solve. A woman in turmoil doesn't need a rescuer. She needs a man steady enough to avoid being swept into her chaos. Show empathy, provide space, but stay rooted in your own strength. Let her navigate her journey. If she seeks healing, she'll find it with or without you. Being stoic isn't about being detached. It's about knowing your limits. 5. Don't abandon your purpose for her. This one can be a game changer. You meet someone, the chemistry ignites, and soon your gym routine fades, your business goals stall, and your social circle shrinks. Suddenly, she's the axis of your world. She didn't ask for that, and even if she enjoys the focus, it erodes her respect over time. Wise men don't swap their mission for a relationship or blur the line between connection and dependency. Your purpose is non-negotiable. It's your lifeblood. If a woman pulls you off course, she might not be the right fit, or you've lost sight of your path. Women are most captivated by a man driven by a larger vision, not one awaiting her reply. Keep your foundations strong, integrate her into your life, not as its core. A man with a greater pursuit inspires her to follow. 6. Don't vie for her attention. Imagine you're at a gathering and she's laughing with another guy. Your pulse quickens, your ego stings, and you start overcompensating with louder jokes or grand gestures to reclaim her focus. Pause. Savvy men never compete for attention, because the instant you do, you've lost. Without saying a word, you've signaled you feel inferior, treating her attention like a trophy to earn. Here's the shift. True worth doesn't chase validation, it radiates presence. Let her enjoy others' company, chat with the bartender, or drift a bit. Remain unshaken, not aloof, not smug, just grounded. When you try to outdo another man, you blend into the crowd of the insecure. But when you stay composed, anchored in your own value, you stand out. And she'll notice the man who doesn't waver when her gaze wanders. 7. Never make her your sole source of happiness. Let's cut to the chase. If she's the sole reason you're smiling, she could also be the reason you're shattered. Too many men build their emotional foundation around a woman, making her their light, their peace, their purpose, only for it to crumble when she's gone. Wise men cultivate happiness from within. They don't depend on her mood, her messages, or her praise to feel complete. They find fulfillment in discipline, joy in solitude, meaning in their mission. Here's the irony. The more self-reliant you are, the more women feel pulled toward you. Neediness pushes people away, wholeness draws them in. A woman should enhance your happiness, not define it. Before you hand her your heart, ask, am I solid without her? If not, build that strength first. That's where your power lies. 8. Don't let her tests rattle you emotionally. She pulls back, flirts with someone else, questions your drive, or tosses a sarcastic jab at your masculinity. You feel the sting, you snap, you confront her, or worse, you start questioning yourself. You've missed the mark because that was a test. Often unconscious, but a test nonetheless. And you faltered by reacting emotionally. Women test not to wound, but to gauge your strength, stability, and leadership. They need to know, can he weather my storms? Is he firm in his identity? Can he guide even when I challenge? Savvy men don't react impulsively. They observe, breathe, and respond only when needed, always with poise. When she pushes your buttons, laugh, smile, stay steady. It's not about passing the test. It's about proving her emotional tides don't shake your foundation. 9. Never apologize for your standards. You value loyalty, grace, and tranquility over drama. That's not control. That's a man with principles. Yet the world, and sometimes women, might try to guilt you for it, claiming you're demanding too much or hiding insecurity. Don't buy it. A man of wisdom holds firm. You don't back down from wanting a woman who adds value, energy, and peace to your life. You don't weaken your standards because someone labels you as intimidated. Savvy men don't seek perfection, but they do seek alignment. If she doesn't meet your criteria, walk away with calm clarity, free of bitterness, because your peace is non-negotiable.